I was scrolling through Instagram the other day and I came across an advertisement for a Christmas program called There Is Room. And it made me start thinking how ironic that title is and how ironic the story of Christmas is. Jesus, the Son of God, was on his way to earth to be born so that one day he could die to save you and me and to create room for us in heaven and in God's family. But ironically, Mary and Joseph, his earthly mother and father, when they were heading into Bethlehem and looking for a place to stay so he could be born, they were told there is no room. How ironic and how much of a God thing is it that they were told there is no room, all the while getting ready to introduce the world to the man who would create room for each and every single person on earth if they would just accept him. I just think that that is so cool and such a God thing. And as we head into Christmas, hey, I want you to know there is room for you. Maybe you've been rejected in the past. Maybe someone has told you that what you think you're called to do isn't what you're called to do. Or maybe you're a little bit like me and your personality is just slightly over the top, and you've literally been told, hey, I can't handle that, or whatever it is. I want you to know that there is room for you. I want you to know that you need to find the place where you hear it all the time. Go where you're celebrated, not where you're tolerated. And it's so true. You need to find the place where there is room for you, where there's room for your calling, where there's room for your gifts, where there's room for you to operate and move in the strengths and the gifts and the talents that God has given you. Find that place because there is a place for you. There is room for you. Jesus came to make room in his family for each and every single one of us. And that room starts here on earth when we find the place where we can walk in our gifts and our calling and our talents. And maybe you're sitting here today and maybe you haven't even taken the time to move into that room that's been created for you. Hey, I want you to know that Jesus loves you and Jesus made a place for you. He wants you to be a part of his family, and all you have to do is accept him. The Bible tells us that if we believe in our heart and confess with our mouth that Jesus is Lord, he's the Son of God, and that he died for us, then we will be saved. There is room for you. There's room for you here on earth once you find that place, and there's room for you in God's family. Have a great rest of your day.